Hello, fourth graders. Tonight's lesson is lesson 5.4, Factors and Multiples. Please pause and write the lesson number and title in your notebook. The lesson objective is I can determine whether a number is a multiple of a given number. Please pause and write the lesson objective in your notebook. Our vocabulary word for this lesson is common multiple. A common multiple is a number that is a multiple of two or more numbers. If we recall from past lessons, a multiple is found by multiplying the number given times a counting number. And remember, counting numbers are numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. So for our example, we're going to use the numbers 3 and 4, okay? And we're going to find the multiples of 3 and 4. So at 3, we're going to multiply 3 by each counting number. So 3 times 1 gives us 3. 3 times 2 gives us 6. And we want to list multiples, at least 12 multiples for each number. That way we can really see what multiples they have in common. So we have 3, 6, and then 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 9 is 27. 3 times 10 is 30. 3 times 11 is 33. And 3 times 12 is 36. Okay, so that's 12. Next, we're going to list the multiples of 4. So again, we're multiplying 4 by each counting number. So 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 7 is 28. 4 times 8 is 32. 4 times 9 is 36. 4 times 10 is 40. 4 times 11 is 44. And lastly, 4 times 12 is 48. Okay, so the last part is we need to circle the multiples they have in common, just like we did with common factors. So, let's see. They don't have 3 or 4 in common, or 6 or 9. Oh, they have 12 in common. Okay, they don't have 15 in common, or 18, not 21. Oh, 24 they have in common. Not 27, not 30. Oh, they have 36 in common, though. And that's it. So, the common multiples of 3 and 4 are 12, 24, and 36. And that's it. Please pause and write the lesson vocabulary and example in your notebook. Okay, let's take a look at the Unlock the Problem for 5.4. It says toy animals are sold in sets of 3, 5, 10, and 12. Mason wants to make a display with 3 animals in each row. Which sets could he buy if he wants to display all of the animals? So if we look, it says how many animals will be in each row. Okay, well, there needs to be 3 animals in each row. So we're going to write 3. Next it says how many animals are sold on each set. Well, we have 3, 5, 10, and 12. So we're going to write that. 3, 5, 10, or 12. Then it says the product of two numbers is a multiple of each number. So factors and multiples are related. So look at their example. 3 times 4 equals 12. 3 and 4 are factors that multiply to get 12. So 12 is a multiple of 3 and a multiple of 4. Remember, multiples are found by multiplying the given number times a counting number. So one way is to find factors, okay? So to find how many sets which sets could he buy, we could find factors first. So it says, think, if a number is divisible by 3, then 3 is a factor of the number. So we need to tell whether 3 is a factor of each of these numbers here. So is 3 a factor of 3? Yes, because 3 times 1 gives us 3. So we're going to say yes. Okay. Is 3 a factor of 5? Well, no, 5 is not divisible by 3, so no. Is 3 a factor of 10? No, 10 is not divisible by 3, which means it cannot evenly go into it. And then is 3 a factor of 12? Well, yeah, because we found that 3 times 4 gives us 12, so this is yes. So 3 is a factor of 3 and 12. Another way to figure this problem out is to find the multiples, which we just learned how to do. So multiply and make a list. So notice here they wrote what 3 is being multiplied by. So what counting number 3 is being multiplied by each time to find the multiples. So for the first one, they did 1 times 3, which gives you 3. 2 times 3, which gives you 6. 3 times 3, which gives you 9. 4 times 3, which gives you 12. And 5 times 3, which gives you 15. Okay? So 3 and 12 are multiples of 3. Okay? So I found that out because he's trying to figure out which sets he could buy. So he's debating between 3, 5, 10, or 12 sets. So far, we've only found that 3 is a multiple of 3 and 12 out of those sets. Okay? So Mason can buy sets of 3 and 12 toy animals. Okay? So please pause and write this on your flipped lesson sheet. Okay, let's look at another example here. They remind us that a common multiple is a multiple of 2 or more numbers. So for this example, we have to find more common multiples. So it says Tony works every 3 days and Amanda works every 5 days. If Tony works June 3rd and Amanda works June 5th, on what days in June will they work together? So it says circle multiples of 3 and draw a box around multiples of 5. So we have to be careful. So we're circling multiples of 3 and we are boxing multiples of 5. Okay, so let's see. So to find the multiples, I have to multiply the given number by a counting number. So let's start with 3. Remember, we are circling. So 3 times 1 gives me 3. 3 times 2 gives me 6. 3 times 3 gives me 9. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 8 is 25. 3 times 9 is 27. And 3 times 10 is 30. Okay, I'm going to use a different color here. Now we are going to box the multiples of 5. So again, we're multiplying 5 by a counting number. So 5 times 1 gives me 5. 5 times 2 gives me 10. 5 times 3 gives me 15. 5 times 4 gives me 20. 5 times 5 gives me 25. 5 times 6 gives me 30. All right. So the common multiples have both a circle and a box. Remember, common multiple is what the numbers have in common, hence common multiples. So the common multiples here, if we look, are 15 and 30, because notice there's both a circle and a square there. So we're going to write 15 and 30. So Tony and Amanda will work together on June 15th and June 30th. Okay? So please pause. Make sure you write these notes on your flip lesson paper. You're almost finished. Just return to your teacher's webpage and complete the exit slip. See you tomorrow.